As you know, recently Microsoft has announced a lot of Surface devices. One of them is the Surface Go 2. What I have in front of you is the Surface Go. I made a couple of videos about this in the past, and my conclusion was I would not recommend this device to you because even though it was portable, if you add the keyboard, which I have here, if you add this protector cover, which I also have here, you will end up having a device that is pretty much 1 kilogram in weight, and therefore it negates the super duper portable nearly half kilogram weight. Now, Surface Go is a larger screen device. This is what I have, Surface Go 2. Surface Go is a 10-inch, Surface Go 2 is 10.5 inches, and the resolution is also bumped a little bit. So now we have a true full high definition resolution with the Go 2, whereas Go is slightly less because of that. In terms of brightness, the specs list that it's also a brighter screen. I don't know, they don't list the nits. This was already a sufficiently bright screen for me, so even brighter would be even better, but we have to make a side-by-side comparison or some numbers. I think this was approximately 400 nits, which is quite good for a Windows device. The couple of things that are new is, in addition to this half-inch larger screen, there will be a dual array microphone. So I know you can see it here. There is a hole right here. Can see it? I can show it. And that hole is going to be dual array, meaning two microphones on each side, and therefore the microphone is enhanced. In terms of webcam, it is the same 5 megapixel frontal and 8 megapixel back webcam. In terms of connection, everything will be the same, which means there will be again this headphone jack, USB Type-C 3.1, and the charging port, and at the very back around here, I can feel it with my finger. There will be the micro SD card slot here, and there will be also LTE, no LTE machines. In terms of internals, I think it was going to employ now Bluetooth 5 or 5.1, I can't remember, but not the Bluetooth 4 version. So it's an improved Bluetooth speed, and also the latest wireless 6 format support, the AX support, so to speak. So these are all nice. What's about the engine, which is the heart of the machine, which is the CPU? The CPU at the entry level is only getting a very, very slight bump from 1.6 gigahertz to 1.7 gigahertz. Passive CPU, it's I think called 4425. This is 4415. And if you up it, there will be an M3 and it's called 8100Y, I think, option, which has a lower base clock but a much higher boost clock. So it basically supports hyper-threading. This doesn't. So the entry level doesn't. The entry level RAM is the same, 4 gigabytes, and it goes to 8 gigabytes. The RAM speed, I think, is the same. In terms of the solid state drive, it starts the same with the 64 MMC, I think it's called, and then it goes to an SSD at 128, and there's a 256, I think, gigabytes version as well. The pricing, the entry level is going to be the same, and is the same entry level pricing of this, which is, if I'm not mistaken, like $400. This excludes, however, apparently still all accessories. All accessories are going to be the same because the chassis has not changed, which means if you purchase a second device, you can use the same one. The protective cover should work as well. And that's pretty much it. In terms of dimensions, it's pretty much the same, and in terms of weight, it is 20 gram or so heavier, which is negligible. So is Microsoft giving enough of these upgrades? If you ask me, the answer is a clear no. Especially the entry model is not going to be really faster than this in terms of any CPU, GPU speed. It's like negligible, that increase. And if you up the that M3 version, then you might see some CPU speed bump. But we are in 2020, and you can get for entry level, you can get very fast, much faster laptops around these price range. They might not be maybe as portable as they are, but if you again consider everything you need to purchase extra, so it adds to the cost and it also adds to the weight. So nearly after 2 years of this now released, the Surface Go 2 is something that you should definitely avoid. Don't even touch it and just spend your money elsewhere. And I'm telling you this as a user of Surface Go version 1. I regret this. Now, on the other side, is it malfunctioning? No, I'm just uploading a video, for example, right? It is functional. It's just, it's not worth it. Because Windows experience, tablet experience was terrible until I get this keyboard. And if you get this keyboard, then I'm using it like a laptop rather than like a tablet. So why not just then buy a laptop? Now, you might say touch-based laptops at this size might be more expensive than this. Okay, then buy a slightly larger one. Or there are cheap Chinese alternatives for this. They might not be at every aspect the same quality, but they should do. I would say no matter what, try to avoid the second installment of this device. So I do not definitely recommend that you purchase this. It is slow. It starts to get more expensive with all these extras, and the technical bump this year after 2 years of initial release is at the base level is almost non-existent. And the biggest problem I also had was there was only a single Type-C. I wanted another Type-C, such as if this were another Type-C, then my recommendation might have changed. But with a single Type-C, I purchased a dongle, and then that carrying that dongle thingy is extra weight. Just avoid it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't buy this. This is the first and last video I'm going to make about Microsoft Surface Go 2. Alright.